Welcome back, everybody. We got to pick up where we left off with Sean Paul. We were talking about Maryland.
Right, well, we're just about to get Maryland, but I just wanted to say that when the FBI found out that JFK was hooked on these methamphetamines, he could be easily compromised. Like you said, not safe for the country to have a command. And that, when they saw that, they were like, okay, that's strike one, okay? Strike two was his involvement with Marilyn Monroe, okay? And there was an infamous birthday party. She got up and she sang a song.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Bingo, just like that, exactly. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
And it was an outrage to the First Lady, to Jackie O. You know, she might have been turning a blind eye to their relationship, but now it's kind of out on full display.
Yeah.
And so that was it. She became ostracized, cut off from the White House.
Okay.
But like I said, she was already a client of Dr. Feelgood as well.
Right.
She went off the deep end in not a good way either.
Right.
And she demanded to be back in the White House. And so she called Bobby Kennedy and says, I want back in. I want back in. And if I'm not, I'm going to the press. And I'm going to tell them about that Air Force base in Nevada. And all the things that fell out of space and crashed in the desert that are in that Air Force base. And I'm also going to tell them about the little green men that they found in that crash that are in that air base.
Marilyn.
She was...
Sealed her fate right there.
Yeah. And so and guess what? Bobby Kennedy got the message, but that whole thing was bugged, and the FBI got that as well. And they're like, he's compromising classified information with pillow talk, right? So that was strike two.
Okay.
Then it gets even more dastardly. Is he's like, I want to share all of our information about the crash landing with Russia. And he pens this memo saying that we are going to release it. There's his signature. He says, we're going to disclose this and share our knowledge of the crash with the Russians. Because you know what? The Russians, they knew it wasn't a weather balloon.
Right.
They had spies in the desert looking for the crash site themselves. They wanted access to that information anyway. And he wanted to share it with them.
Interesting.
Because he thought like sharing it with them would help everybody, like mankind? Or?
Well, actually, not quite.
Okay.
There was a space race involved.
Oh, the space race.
And he was trading bars with Khrushchev, and he wanted to be drop the first man on the moon and bring him back. And he wanted the Russians to know that we weren't using any alien technology. We didn't have any alien advantage. We were going to get there all on American greatness and American ingenuity.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know, it's actually kind of a respectable intention for releasing that information. But again, the deep state and the CIA, they did not want that stuff leaked. So that was strike three. All right, but there's a strike four.
There is?
Yes. Next slide shows that he wanted to pull all U.S. involvement out of Vietnam. Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, because he just didn't think it was good for the country, and he thought it was a waste of our resources. However, the CIA had a vested interest in us staying in Vietnam.
Why?
Okay.
Why did the CIA want us in Vietnam?
War makes money.
It's actually even more scandalous than that.
Really?
Yes, and I actually don't even want to talk about it on the air this early in the morning.
Okay.
But it is in the interview, but it's pretty gritty stuff. And, you know, it's dirty stuff. And the CIA wanted to stay in there, and JFK actually, to his credit, wanted to pull us out, and that was strike four.
Wow. We're going to hear more about this.
And so it ended very badly for him.
So are you... I mean, I'm not asking your own personal view, but from the research you've done, those four strikes then makes me think there was other involvement with the assassination, which links to the aliens, because we just heard about the aliens. And
well, the aliens didn't pull the trigger. We know that.
No, we know that.
Right, no. But it was the deep state and the CIA, and they were like, we can't control them.
Yeah.
We can't put this thing back in the box, and we got to figure something out. And so, tragically, that was the end of JFK.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Do you think any of the Kennedys knew this and tried to fight back? Because to me, if I knew the government was corrupt, I'd want to fight back. That's my brother. That's the president.
Yeah, Bobby Kennedy thought that he was going to get framed for the death of Marilyn Monroe, and really he didn't have anything to do with it. And in fact, the author of this book talks about what happened to Marilyn Monroe and how she ended up ending her own life as well.
Oh, wow. There's so much to talk about.
Well, they say she ended her life. I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Maybe
after everything I've learned today, I don't know.
But they could have set the stage for it.
Yes.
They could have.
You know, and made it extremely inevitable.
Yeah.
And didn't we just get the JFK files released not long ago?
I think 5 years ago, they opened up that time capsule. But the thing is, the Roswell thing, you know, from all these interviews that I'm doing, and I'm going to do more, it seems like it's absolutely a real, credible thing. And
yeah.
we, for years we've been dismissing it as being, it's just science fiction
Yeah.
or whatever, but it's not fiction.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why the government wants to keep so many things secret. But anyway,
This is fascinating.
we're going to keep going with all these great
Yeah.
things
And
Yes.
in the weeks to come.
Next week we're going to talk about more about Roswell, and he wrote the book,
Okay.
The UFOs and the White
I
House.
love
Awesome.
that.
Thank you, Sean Paul.
My
All right,
pleasure.
Thank you.
Oh, gosh, that's exciting. All right, we're going to thank Dominic Haygood, the Harrison House, RSV Paint, Neighborhood Pizza, Sean Paul with the Intrigue Journal, because we're all intrigued.
Don't forget to tune into the new Ozarks Fox News at 6:30 and 9 with John Adams and Jennifer Abreu, and follow them on social media.
Yes.
And coming up tomorrow, we'll be chatting with Kevin and Liz from KGBX. That monitor's very far away, sorry. And the Mystic Shop will be here.
Also, Chris Luzader will be here with the scoop on the weekend movies, and we'll be talking about our next Lion King giveaway. And our songs are debuting on KGBX tomorrow.
Oh, they are.
Our Christmas songs on KGBX.
Or KRBK. That's us.
Well, we're both.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It makes sense to all of us,
It
right?
totally does. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Get back into the
You're going to
Christmas
hear
spirit.
our Christmas songs.
Thank you for tuning in.
To Ozarks Fox AM. Have an amazing Thursday.
See you tomorrow.